As Premier League champions aim to strengthen their squad for a title defense, one name stands out at the top of their wish list: Alexander Isak, Newcastle United's prolific Swedish striker. The unfolding saga underscores not just a transfer hunt, but a high-stakes chess match between two top-flight clubs, with competitive strategy, huge sums, and player frustration all on display. Liverpool's interest in Isak has been no secret. Considered their dream striker, Anfield's management reportedly offered around £110 million, though Newcastle swiftly rebuffed that approach. Undeterred, the Reds are now preparing a second bid, this time potentially reaching £120 million. Despite these overtures, Newcastle's stance remains firm. Their Saudi owners have declared Isak not for sale. Turn 0 search 0. Even talk of raising the offer to a record-shattering £150 million hasn't loosened their resolve, positioning the club as the ultimate gatekeepers. Still, the striker himself has reportedly informed Newcastle that he wants out this summer, introducing tension into the club's transfer plans. Isak's desire to leave, for Liverpool or beyond, adds personal friction to an already tricky commercial dynamic. Frustration has spilled from words into actions. Newcastle manager Eddie Howe has isolated Isak from the first-team training squad, signaling both disappointment and tactical control. The player's response? Determination not to play for Newcastle again, a move that clearly reflects his insistence on departure. His absence and refusal to integrate heighten pressure on Newcastle to negotiate, but only if a replacement can be secured. Targets like Jon Wissa, Benjamin Sesko, and Nicholas Jackson have been linked to the Magpies, though success in securing those reinforcements has been partial at best. Meanwhile, Liverpool has unlocked substantial funds to pursue Isak, thanks to recent major moves. The £65 million sale of Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich and the £82 million acquisition of Hugo Ekitike from Eintracht Frankfurt help fuel the striker chase. However, should negotiations overflow or the demands remain unreachable, Liverpool are already eyeing alternatives. Names like Jon Wissa, Ollie Watkins, Victor Osimhen, and even Rodrigo have entered the radar. Still, insiders repeatedly cite Isak as the top choice, should the deal materialize. Former Liverpool defender Jamie Carragher has voiced loud dissent over the idea of spending up to £150 million on Isak, especially after Liverpool's heavy outlay on Wirtz, Kerkez, and Ekitike. He warned that such a bolt-on deal feels reactionary and ill-planned. Yet pundits like Mark Lawrenson counter, insisting Liverpool must land a top-class striker to retain their Premier League crown. He points to vulnerabilities exposed by transfers and injuries, and warns against missing this window. On the pitch, Isak's recent output remains impressive. He ended Newcastle's long domestic trophy drought with a goal in their EFL Cup final victory over Liverpool. Additionally, he was the top scorer at St James' Park last season. Will Liverpool meet the valuation? Newcastle's set price has edged into record-breaking territory. The ball's now in Liverpool's court to decide if they'll match it or pivot. Can Newcastle find replacements in time? Selling their top striker may trigger tactical disruption unless timely response is made. Will Isak's stance shift negotiations? Player pressure has a proven impact. If his resolve continues, Newcastle may need to act. What about alternatives? A backup shortlist may turn decisive if the Isak deal stalls. Ultimately, this saga is emblematic of modern football's high-pressure economics. A superstar talent, a club with deep pockets, and a firm, not-for-sale, stance, but also a player desperate for a move. Liverpool and Newcastle remain locked in an unfolding drama with the early season fast approaching.